Hello everyone again, this is All Things Nadine. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And for those who have been with me through my on and off, thank you for hanging in with me. So today I will be talking about why did I join the military? And sometimes my answer is why not, you know. So when I got to the US, April, by November, I enlisted. Not because I needed paperwork, because that's another thing. When people ask me, how did you come here? Or did the military, I mean, people are so bold and they'll ask you, did the military give you your paperwork? Or did you join because you wanted to become citizen? No, I came to the US with a green card. So really, I did not need to join the military. I was okay doing things without ever joining the military legally, right? So I came in legally, but I choose to join the military. Okay, so reason for that. Like, if you watch my last video, I mentioned about, okay, I had a hard time, went to interviews, and I did not have a car when I got here. I couldn't even drive. So yeah, I had a long ways to go, and the few interviews I had, never got called. And then the one time I had a job, which I will have a video on that, my experience working at Sonic. That was just a joke, right? But I'll tell you guys why that was a joke. That was one of my first professions. So my uncle, who is a veteran, was the one who recommended, like, maybe you should join the military, just like that. And I did not think twice. I took the next opportunity I had to meet the recruiter, started studying. I mean, he bought me the book and I studied, and I never looked back since then. And I'll tell you, joining the military was the best thing I ever did, because I was exposed to people, exposed to the language, exposed to talking around people who had the more American accent. Because if you ask, Americans have their own accent too. I come from a foreign country, I have my accent. When an American talks, they have an accent too. So, but yes, joining the military exposed me to that, to where my English improved so well over time. I mean, basic training, was tough. Military had never been part of my journey ever. Never thought in my life I would be in the military. But like I said, I loved every single bit of it, because it has given me so much, how do I say, like, I wouldn't say pride, but it just gives you that extra oomph you need to get through things. Some people are able to just go through life easy, and some people need that extra seasoning to go through. And I'm sure some of you watching this video will understand what I'm talking about, because like I said, when I apply into anything now and that military is on there, I get a chance. I may not get the job or whatever the position, whatever the competition was, but I at least get a chance to at least show what I'm made of, at least bring my own little input into it, just because of that veteran status. And who doesn't want that? I mean, I hear people every day saying, oh my God, I cannot join the military because I'm going to die. Well, people die every day and they're not in the military. I'll tell people again, let not your fear of death be the only reason you don't join the military. Plus, it gives you that structure. I tell people every day, structure. It gives you that time to reflect on what you really want to do. Most of us immigrants, we get here, some of us don't even know what we want to do. Coming from countries where we choose a profession just because we're hoping to get a job, and then we come to a place where the opportunities are limitless. Sometimes we're confused of how to pick what direction we should take, what successful direction we can take. But for me, I will say it personally because it's my experience. Joining the military, going through basics training, made me stronger. I went in, I couldn't do a push-up, I couldn't do a sit-up. And by the time I came out, I could do 45 push-ups. I could do more than up to 50 sit-ups. At least I had hundreds at one point in time, right? I couldn't run, but by the time I finished, I could run for 15, 16 minutes, you know. So, and nothing is hard, and nothing is, well, let me not say nothing is hard. Everything has their easy and difficult parts to them, and everything is we can learn everything. Practice makes perfect, and I'm a believer on that. You know, I practice, and I became good at it. There's nothing that we want to do that we cannot do. At the end of the day, we as a person, we limit ourselves as far as what we can do and cannot do. So I'm telling whoever is watching me out there, don't let fear be the reason of you reaching your full potential. Do not let fear, I say it again, be the reason you cannot reach your full potential, right? And if you have that fear to where you really cannot do it, let that fear also guide you to succeed in another area. You cannot be fearful all the way around to where your life is stuck in one place, because really you cannot blame anybody else for where you are but yourself, right? And I'll tell you guys more about my life. I'll tell you guys a little more about my journey, right? Military, I did military for 8 years. Exposure, I was exposed to a lot of professions. I was exposed to a lot of people. I was exposed to a variety of characters. And all that structured me as a person to where I'm able to be where I am today. And I would tell people again and again, if I had to start over, I would do military again and again. And when I did the first time I did National Guard, I would go for active duty this time, you know. And the military is just, it's another job, and it gives you that value, right? Because you don't worry only about yourself, but you worry about your actions and the impact it has on the people around you. So that gives you that sense of caring. You are taught to not be selfish, because your action will harm the people you love, the people you've grown to love over time, who are around you 24/7. Because I tell you, when we go to trainings, it's not your husband, your child, your mom, or your dad. It's your battle buddies, right? The soldiers, the ones you depend on. So you learn to care about other people, whether you like it or not. And who doesn't want that kind of character in their life? Because you take that along with you. To care, regardless of what people think or do, you still have to care for them. If you go into battle, it don't matter if, oh, this person did not give me whatever, I don't know. You want them to come back with you alive. You know, that thought process of caring enough to keep people around you safe is something you take with you after the military. You know, because some of us, we leave the military and we have leadership position. That's something, as a leader, you care about the people under you. You know, because you know what happens to them somehow plays a role in you as a person. Yes. So military, I cannot emphasize enough. It's a good start. If you're here stuck with trying to figure out what you want to do, you know, I did CNA. I know most of us immigrants, we come in CNA or whatever menial job we could find. But I tell you, military is a full-time job. You get paid. You know, you go Monday through Friday, and depending on whatever training you get, that's what every other job does. You go and you get paid and you work, you get up, you exercise. Exercise is a good thing. You get up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's a good thing. But then you're paid to exercise, right? So, but that's how I look at it, and I loved it. Yeah, I had to separate, because when you start moving to certain directions in your life, change is good, right? Change is good. But I gave my best when I was in, and those values that I took with me, they're helping me out in the civilian world, you know. So that is my advice I can give to anyone out there who is not sure what to do, or who is scared of joining the military, or who has that question, why did she join? Yes, that's why I joined, because it was hard to find a job. The ones I found, I couldn't make it. And I did not want to settle for, oh, I couldn't get a job, oh, my accent, oh, I can't drive. No, nobody wants to hear that. The military said, oh, we'll help you pay for your school, you get a paycheck, you can buy yourself a car. I'm out. You didn't have to tell me twice. And that's it. We all need a starting point. And if everything else has failed, try the military. You know, you when you get in, you can always get out when your contract ends. So, and when you leave, you have all these benefits you come out with. I mean, I remember when I joined, and one of the things they asked me, like, oh, why did you join? My drill sergeant asked me. I said, for school. And he said, well, one thing I'll let you know, the military will get everything they have to get out of you. So you're not cheating anyone. If you feel like, oh, my reason for joining is selfish, no. It's just a more reason for you to cherish what you're getting yourself into, because you know what you will get out of it. They will train you, they will deploy you, because that's what you signed up for. So yeah, don't be ashamed if your reason for joining is something that has to do with you, because the military will make sure they get good use out of you. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. And like I always say, stay blessed, and remember, be kind.